Hello, everybody. Jim Powers here with you on MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision. We're after the holidays. We're in full swing with our winter sports, and we're going to get back to talking to all of our great coaches throughout the winter. And joining us is women's basketball coach Chris Ellis. And Chris, a solid weekend for the women last week. Fell a little bit short in the second game down in Springfield on Saturday night, but really overall a nice week for the ladies.
Well, it would have been a really good weekend if we won that second game. It was winnable. Concordia is a very solid program, Northern Sun Conference, good team, but we had it and should have taken home two.
Talk a little bit about Alex Hillier and Alex Wolf. Those guys have really done a fantastic job coming into the season and doing what you need them to do down in that number 3 and number 4 position.
Well, they're really the only two with any appreciable experience, and they are rebounding and they are scoring. Again, we need to be cognizant of not turning the ball over because, especially with Alex Hillier, once the ball goes in, she's going to be double and triple teamed a lot. So if we can figure out how not to turn the ball over, we'll be even more effective.
A little bit about Stephanie Sherwood, making that adjustment, from high school last year into the college ranks. She's done a really nice job for you, getting herself acclimated.
Well, she has, and like I said, we've asked her to play a couple different positions, and even though they serve the same purpose, they do different things on inbounds and sideline plays, and even in our defensive scheme. So there's a lot to take in, there's a lot to learn, but Stephanie's accepted the roles and done a pretty nice job.
And Allie Ringering being named to the all-tournament team this past weekend, she's just been rock solid right out of the gate.
Well, we knew that when we recruited her that she was going to take care of the ball and make free throws, and that's what we need her to do. And we're trying to figure out a way to get her more shots. Her field goal percentage is ridiculous, so it's bad coaching that we can't get her more shots right now.
Talk a little bit about this weekend, and conference play is upon us. We travel down to S&T on Thursday, and then Drury comes home to Simon Center on Saturday. Talk a little bit about them.
Well, S&T is a really solid team this year. They've got a couple new additions that are making a big difference for them. Playing a mix-up of man and zone. A lot more aggressive team than they were a year ago. A lot more confident team they were a year ago. They were down against Angelo State by over 30 and only lost by 9. So in the past where, maybe they might not have finished that game well, they certainly did there, and that's a big cause for concern on our part that they're not going to go away. Drury is their guard play is as good as anybody's in the country. They have 4 guards that can absolutely light it up. 2 of them scored 30 points each in the last game against Trevecca and only played 24 minutes each. So we'll have our hands full.
For you cleared a milestone a week and a half ago. 600 wins as a coach. That's just unbelievable. What are some of the things over your coaching career getting you to that 600 win plateau that kind of stick out to you?
Well, you can't do it without a lot of things working for you. Number one is individually, you obviously have to be able to coach that many years, and this is year number 32. A lot of great players, obviously, along the way. I've never forgotten a player, and regardless of their status on the team, never forgotten a player. I could name any player from the last 32 years that came in the office. I would know who they are, and that's a good thing. And finally, the people that help you, the assistant coaches. I've had great assistant coaches everywhere I've been, every single season. So it's really more of a credit to them. And if you stay in it long enough, you're gonna win a few. And unfortunately for me, I remember the losses a lot more than I do the win.
Outstanding stuff, Chris. Good luck this week against S&T and Drury.
Thanks, Jim.
Chris Ellis joins us as he does every week. We open up conference play Thursday night, Missouri S&T. We'll have all the action for you on Saints Vision. And then on Saturday, it's silent night here at Simon Center. Don't say anything until the teams score 10 points in the first half. And we'll have all that action for you on Saints Vision as well. For Coach Ellis, I'm Jim Powers. Thanks so much for tuning in to MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision. Have a great week. And as always, go Saints.